Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a review for How to Write a Love Story by Katy Cannon. So I've only ever read one other book by Katy Cannon, and that was And Then We Ran, which was very kindly sent to me by Stripes Publishing last year. This was also the first book that I ever reviewed on my YouTube channel, so if you want to go and watch it, it's a little bit cringy because it's over a year old, and as I said, it was my very first one, but I'll leave a link in the description box for you. I was also lucky enough to be invited to the Stripes YA event at the beginning of the year, and Katy was there talking about her book How to Write a Love Story. I knew from the moment that they announced the title that I was going to love this book. It reminded me of How to Fall in Love by Cecilia Ahern, so I already had high hopes that it was going to be a YA version of a similar story. So I was very kindly sent this book to read before its release date, and a big shout out to Beth at Stripes Publishing for sending this out to me. Again, just because this book was sent to me by a publishing company, it does not sway my opinion on it at all. I will always give you an honest review. So I've already mentioned how much I love the title of this book, but I also just need to take a moment to tell you how much I love the cover as well. I just love the little origami hearts all over it, and I like that the title takes centre stage on the cover. So I will just give you a brief outline of the story. This book focuses on the main character of Tilly, who has a passion for writing, and that love of writing stems from her grandmother, who is a best-selling author. Tilly has always been there to help her grandmother with her writing, whether it's proofreading or typing anything up, she's always there for her. But unfortunately, as the deadline date for her grandmother's new book is looming, she falls ill and Tilly ends up secretly finishing the book for her. Tilly thinks that when her gran finds out that she finished her book for her, she's going to be really angry, but actually it's the complete opposite. Her gran is really grateful and encouraging and actually gives her a notebook and asks her to write the first 3 chapters of her next book for her. The only problem is that Tilly's grandmother is known for writing romance, and Tilly has never had a boyfriend, she's never been interested in a relationship like that, and she's never been kissed. So Tilly sets out to get some experience in the world of romance so that she has something genuine to write about. I really loved the characters in this book, especially Tilly, because I found that I related to her quite a lot. This is probably because Tilly has a passion for writing, as do I, and I also think that when I was a teenager I was very similar to her. This book focuses on a lot of different relationships, from family to friendship to romance. Tilly has a couple of great friends in this book. There are also a couple of love interests, but the relationship that I really enjoyed reading about was between her and her grandmother. The grandmother-granddaughter relationship in this book was lovely to read about, and I loved that it was such a main focus for the story. As you can probably tell from the title, a lot of this book focuses on romance, especially the writing of a romance story, but it also has a focus on illness as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I read it very quickly, and I actually think that I prefer this one over And Then We Ran. I still love And Then We Ran, but this is definitely my kind of book, and I gave it 5 stars. Also, I will just mention that Katy Cannon is doing a blog tour for this book, and I'm taking part in it as well. So on the 15th of May, I will be putting up a blog post that Katy Cannon has written over on my blog. If you want to read it, then I will leave the link in the description box for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and I will see you again next week. Bye!